Hello. I've been tagged 3 times. Once by Kapeesh67 and once by BlooditeDrakan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then an 80s tag by Nostalgiaholic, otherwise known as Gamester81. I'm going to do these separately. Well, the first 2 I will do together, as they're much the same kind of tag thing, and then the 80s one I will do in a separate video. So, Kapeesh's one was, as far as I can tell, random facts, where BlooditeDrakan has got specific questions. So I shall do his questions, and they can count as the random facts from Kapeesh's. Is that cheating? Am I being really lazy? Almost certainly, but it's just easier to do 2 than 3 videos. So, my favourite console. Okay, that would be the PlayStation 3. I know it's not retro, but it just kicks ass. If I want to be playing games and I really want something that's going to make me think, wow, that's awesome, or just really give me an adrenaline rush, it's got to be the PlayStation 3. You know, if you're not being retro, you want to have the best. And I'm sure there are lots of 360 owners out there who will say, well, that's not the best, but that's a matter of opinion. I think it's the best. It's certainly the best that I've got. So yeah, that would be my favourite. Favourite game series, Gran Turismo, no doubt about it. I don't even have to think about that one. I've been playing it since the very first one. I have got everything except for Prologue 4, and I haven't got the PSP version yet. I'm kind of hoping to get that for Christmas. Favourite roleplay game. I don't play roleplay games. I have played 2 roleplay games. One I didn't understand at all because it was all in Japanese, and there's a video of that on here somewhere, and it's on the Wonder Swan. Don't know what it's called. Completely bizarre, didn't understand it. I have played, what's it called? Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And I did enjoy that, so I suppose that would have to be my favourite roleplay game, because other than the weird Japanese one, it's the only roleplay I've played. Favourite game music. The only game music I could sit and hum in my head would be from Outrun, but I wouldn't say I actually like it, so I don't think that counts. I do really like the music, and I'm kind of not thinking about things like, you know, you've got your Gran Turismos where they use pop tunes, you know, stuff that you would know and hear on the radio or whatever. I'm kind of not counting those because that's probably not the same thing. The only game where I sit there and think, wow, that music is awesome, where it's not something I've taken from the radio or known bands, would be Halo. I play that game and there are certain bits of music in there that I think, wow, this is really good. First games console I ever owned, that would be an Atari 2600 Vader, which I got for Christmas in 1983, and I absolutely loved it. Played it to death. I mean, it was fairly obsolete by then. Most of my friends had Spectrums, and so it was a little bit embarrassing, you know. They all had computers. I had an Atari. Well, what can I say? My family was poor, but I loved it, and I still think the Vader is my favourite model of 2600 Atari. Yes, that was my first. Now at this point I am supposed to name who I'm going to tag. I'm not going to do that. It's not actually because I'm completely lazy, though I am, but that's not the reason. I have this wonderful habit of when I tag people who really don't want to be tagged, and I know what it's like to be tagged. No, I won't say I dislike being tagged. I don't mind it, but I can understand how some people don't like it, and I don't like to do that to people. And like I say, I have this knack of picking the people who don't want to be tagged. So I'm going to say, if you would like to do a video response to this, absolutely be my guest. But I'm not going to go and pick on anyone and say, right, you're tagged. I've done it quite a few times, and it makes me feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad. I've got a headache today already. I don't want to feel bad along with it. What a pitiful excuse, eh? Look, sympathy, bollocks. yeah, video responses. If you want to respond, be my guest. If you don't, I'm not going to make you. Thank you for that. Total cop-out, I know.
This and videos of other retro games in my collection and a video of my console and computer collection can be found on my YouTube channel, along with a link to my website retrogamingcollector.com, so take a look at that if you've got nothing better to do. Thank you for watching.